Bird. Bird. Baby mama squirt.
Excited to have you here. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm excited too. This is so cool.
What was it like when you heard that your single was going to be in season 3, and how did the partnership with 2K come about?
I was blown away. I was. I always thought that I could, if I get an opportunity to be a part of the soundtrack. And thankfully, I had the opportunity.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg. And now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. The wingmen, McCollum, along with Ingram. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. And for the Pacers, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Messi shot is good. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Yeah, in today's basketball world, big men have to shoot it, and Turner's got a nice touch and pretty good range out there.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they will be goaltending.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Now, Nembhard, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Outside Turner for 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass was coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Murray, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's
Halliburton. That's the baby mama squirt.
I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Murray kicks to McCollum. Here's Messi. Lock at 6. Williamson against Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes defenders nervous and forces them to overcommit.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And both free throws good for Williamson. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Ingram kicks to McCollum. Another shot.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Siakam outside. Mathurin for 3. And again, it's the Pacers for deep.
Make that extra pass.
In a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer, trading for DeJounte Murray, a versatile and durable lead guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition directly addresses some of the Pelicans' greatest needs, And guys, I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the update. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Here's Murray. Pass to Williamson. To the left side wing. Here's Messi.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And that's always your first priority defensively, and I think they're doing a nice job. 5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Pelicans trail by 7. Murray outside. The rebound by Halliburton.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And 2 free throws coming up. And able to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance. Pretty consistent.
That's good from Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Down low, here's Messi. To end the run, and it's good on the lane.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 7. A shot. That's good on the jump shot. Halliburton's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading by 9. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The first player that Coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Ingram. Tries again. Good work defensively by Turner.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. Against his constitution.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Or if these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Kobe Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. And yes, it's good.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Pacers leading by 13. Now, here is Halliburton. In the game against Chicago. He was very impressive.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Goes back up. Jones off target at the rim.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
To the paint. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Passes it to Robinson Earl. And he banks in the layup.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Pacers leading by 15. And here's Halliburton. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Walker. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. Hawkins with it. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Get out of here, nigga. Get that out of here, nigga. Miles Turner. Get that out. Miles Turner with the burner.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nemhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the pivot, handing the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
To the inside. And that one's good. Ingram.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Murray against Halliburton. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Halliburton read what the defense was trying to do and then found his man off the pick. Beautifully done.
Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got his second bucket of the night. So, Clark, the last couple NBA seasons featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there does need to be maybe a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense.
Here's Hawkins. The rebound by Turner.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Nemhard finds Neesmith. Outside for Halliburton. Now Nemhard. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Turner doing a nice job setting himself up for a shot off that pick and roll.
Pelicans trailed by 19. There's the pass to Robinson Earl. Covered by Siakam. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Siakam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Siakam passes to Halliburton.
Halliburton.
And finished off
That's
by
a baby
Halliburton.
mama first.
Now that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller with that kind of dribble move. Major handles.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Messi, and it's sent back by Turner, and they're able to recover. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum, and that time also a missed shot. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Williamson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And as good as a team as they were a year ago, they hated seeing these guys in their meetings. Just couldn't get it done against them.
And even with all their talent, they finished 0-2 in the series. You know they're happy to be in different conferences. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Pelicans know that chemistry is key. They've got plenty of talent. Brandon Ingram says there is sacrifice in figuring out how to win. And I know New Orleans hasn't seen winning. We don't have a banner in our arena. We're just trying to draw closer and closer together. All I want to do is win. Kevin?
They've got talent, David, that's for sure. Thank you.
Halliburton.
We just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Hawkins against Halliburton. To end the cold streak, he squares up and sinks it. Hawkins has got his first bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. With their offensive firepower, you have the Pacers court maxed out at that end of the floor.
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Obi Toppin's checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Here's Halliburton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer. Your classic combo guard, C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times, a valuable piece for this team.
1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Turner fires for three. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Jones kicks to McCollum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
We take a look at Turner, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Halliburton outside, and finished off by Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton is so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team, and tonight he's embraced being the scorer.
Williamson, the pass to Alvarado. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Mathurin. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Pascal. The identity of this team is...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tyrese Halliburton was the man in the first. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass.
5 blocks.
Hey,
shoot 96%.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Indiana's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. A bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. And it's Messi in its center. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And over the years, McCollum has become one of the more reliable scorers in our league.
Now, here's Halliburton. Driving the lane, and Halliburton slams it in.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
McCollum, and it's sent back by Turner.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here we go. Here's McCollum. Here's Misi. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Misi's got 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Murray against Halliburton. And he lays it straight in. Halliburton's got 23.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Murray, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Well, you look at Murray's development of his inside game. Boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
Here's Nembhard. He's guarded by McCollum. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Launches it. Rebounded by McCollum.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Mathurin against Ingram. No good, shot missing. Good D by Williamson. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Murray outside. It's Ingram on the wing. Here's Misi, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Halliburton against Murray. Halliburton outside, and finished off by Halliburton.
Driving lanes are created because they have to respect Halliburton's perimeter shot.
Ingram against Mathurin. Ingram right side. He can't get that one. Pacers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And finished off by Siakam.
Oh, great move by Siakam. That is why they call him Spicy Beef.
Turner against McCollum. Down low. Here's Misi. And that one is hammered home.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. All time to just let them get their legs back under.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And here's McConnell. To the paint. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Getting elevated is something Toppin has no problem with. Give them their space at your own peril.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Clark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers, and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. and then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together, come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Here's Alvarado. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Hawkins. From outside, off the mark. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Mathurin for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The Pacers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Mathurin against Hawkins. To the inside. Walker the pass to Mathurin. 3 on the clock. This one for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Mathurin's got 5 points in the quarter.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
Pass to Alvarado. Now Hawkins. 24 seconds left in the third. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Mathurin fires the 3, and Indiana another 3.
And with each made 3, Mathurin's confidence rises, an encouraging sign.
Puts up a deep 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Indiana enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Halliburton with it. Top of the key, Siakam. Offline with his 3.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Green dishes to Payton. And he drives in. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Halliburton, and finished off by Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Tice throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Now Halliburton. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
The numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Passes it to Green. Here's Robinson Earl. And, Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand.
How many dumps? I got like 20 dumps.
It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Payton kicks to Tice. Wide open. The Pacers pull it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And using that improved court awareness, Turner continues to make plays out of the pick and roll.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Payton with the ball, now guarded by Siakam. Payton passes to Tice. And again, no good by New Orleans. For Indiana, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to Turner. Payton against Halliburton. Over Payton, and Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Turner. And that's 31 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Payton against Halliburton. The pass to Hawkins. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Neesmith finds Siakam. Back to Neesmith. And that one, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
That's good from Payton.
Elfrid Payton is known primarily for his playmaking ability. The way he moves the ball is exactly what you want from your point guard.
Indiana making some changes. Toppin comes in for Miles Turner, and Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Neesmith.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
6 on the shot clock. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Hawkins checked in for Elfrid Payton. Pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again. Pacers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Pass to Nisi. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Pass to Robinson Earl. Shot from the wing, and he gets it to go.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Indiana.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And the Pacers call time here. They're up. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Finish your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Pelicans ball.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Messi. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Indiana. They're on a 17-6 run. McConnell passes to Toppin. Now Mathurin. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Messi. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And Indiana can just let the clock run down here. Now, here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Siakam misses. Here's Alvarado. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
%. $56 points in the paint. 11 threes. 31 assists. Twenty dunks. 91%. 100. 96. 77. Doing it. Halliburton has 7 dunks. Siakam had 5. Double doubles. Miles Turner with the quiet 16 and 11. And 5 blocks. This is a defensive presence. Halliburton. A 31-point double-double. Perfect from the field. 7 dunks. Only 1 3. No steals. 5-point. Halliburton. Baby mama squirt. Has 7 dunks. Finesse. I have power, but I work with finesse. Power. 7 dunks. Finesse. Finesse, power, boards, power, boards, power, power. Miles Turner had 5 Skeet Wee. Skeet Wee. Talking on Skeet Wee. Get that out of here. 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 Miles Turner with the burner.